Joining us today here on First at 4 Focus is Flint Chief of Police Terence Green, and thank you, Chief, for joining us today. Is this a proactive initiative, or does Flint have a problem with large gatherings like the one we saw there in Detroit?
Yes, we have an issue with large gatherings, but this is also a proactive approach to avoid an incident such as what occurred in the city of Detroit this past Sunday.
The dangers of large parties, is it that they tend to turn violent at some point? Or?
Not all, but they have the potential, because you have certain individuals that use these venues as a way of payback or retaliation against a rival. So that's the biggest danger, and we're just attempting to avoid that.
Yeah, and so when people gather for these large parties, I know the enforcement is around ordinances and ordinance violation.
Yes.
What ordinances do they potentially violate when they gather like this?
Well, the primary one is disturbing the peace. A lot of these large gatherings cause traffic issues in the neighborhoods. Individuals are blocking neighbors into their driveways. Normal motorists that are not part of this activity are attempting to get down the roadways and unable to due to the roadway being blocked by illegally parked vehicles. Loud music. Some of these parties last until the wee hours of the morning. Even we've received complaints of 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. They begin at 12. They can begin at 12 midnight and don't end until 6 a.m. if we don't intervene.
So tell us about the initiative, this enhancement initiative that your department is launching to help curb some of this. Well,
number one, we're going to target those individuals that are constant violators of these ordinances. There's specific locations that neighbors have consistently complained about, and they're having these type of parties weekly, on a weekly basis, specifically on the weekends. So we'll be targeting those, number one, and other pop-up parties, including pop-up parties at our city-owned parks. The city-owned parks close at 9 o'clock p.m. No one's to be occupying those parks after 9 o'clock p.m. So this was initiated, some of these were initiated during the mayor's announcement of a gun violence emergency. So we'll just be reinforcing those on a consistent basis.
Yeah, and what about the illegal venues that you talked about? What exactly does an illegal venue look like? I mean, what is that?
So this could be a vacant establishment that was formerly some other type of business. Individuals take ownership of this business and decide to use it as an entertainment venue, but they don't have the proper licensure to do it. These attract very large crowds and also violence and things of that nature. So
you're cracking down on that as well?
Absolutely.
And what's the overarching goal here? What are you aiming to do? What is the department aiming to do with this new enhanced enforcement initiative?
Well, the primary goal is to avoid a major incident, number one, but also improve public safety. So and those individuals and residents that are living in these areas, give them a sense of peace and basically eliminate this disturbing the peace. Some individuals can't even sleep at night because of these loud house parties, so to speak.
And will you be ticketing and arresting, or just ticketing?
We'll be doing ticketing, arresting, impounding, anything we can do within the lawful ordinances, city ordinances.
All right. Flint Police Chief Terence Green, thanks so much for joining us today and giving us a little information on this enhanced enforcement initiative. ABC 12 News First at 4 will continue in just a few moments.